Hey guys, I'm back again with another video. I know it's been a while. It's been crazy at school. I have a lot of finals and final papers to finish. Like everything is just mounting up to me now. I still wanted to have a video up for you guys. It's been over a week and I don't want it to pass any more time. I miss sitting in front of the camera and doing makeup for you guys. So I recently got a request teaching the basics of eyeshadow and blending. So that's exactly what I'm going to be going over today. This does not include eyeliner, obviously. This look is very easy. Oh, and before I forget, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button so you guys are notified every time I have a new video. So if you guys are interested in seeing this video, make sure you guys keep watching. Don't be alarmed by the next clip. That is just me with no eye makeups. Let's get on with the video. I know, don't be alarmed. It's just my face with no eye makeup. This is looking a little funky, but we're gonna fix that. So let's get into this tutorial on how to apply eyeshadow perfectly and well blended. So first, you need to prime your eyelids. I have a little bit of powder still left, so because I always do my face first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wipe off whatever is on my lid space. To wipe everything off, I'm just going to be using this Mehron makeup remover lotion. I'm going to be taking it off with just a simple washcloth. The way I like to prime my eyes is using concealer. I just use any concealer color that I like, and then I mix it in with this NYX Glitter Primer. Make sure you want to avoid the lid space as much as possible, but you also don't want to ruin that first transition color that you originally had. You bring it all the way up to your brow bone. And if you feel like it could still use a little bit more of brightening, you can go in with some more concealer. Since we did use concealer, it will crease. So in order to avoid that, I recommend going in with a powder. This is just going to be like a neutral powder. This is a really light one. And you want to start dragging it down and just getting in those areas where, you know, you have creasing of like the lines of your eyes. So then I'm going to go in with a dense brush, and I'm going to be going in with my NYX Brights Palette, and I'm going to be going in with this first yellow color as my first transition color. And you really want to load it up because the yellow is super hard to show up in looks, and you want to keep that above the crease. So let me show you guys. So right here, this area where you see like this little shadow, that is your crease, and you want to go above that. You don't want to go right in it, you want to make sure you're just getting above it. It's going to feel like you're going a little too up and out, but that's better because you can just clean it up with concealer if it's needed. But it always sucks when you don't have it high enough and the transition colors are just too close together to even see the gradients. So it's better to go more up and out. Make sure when you're blending, you bring it all the way here too. So now we can move on to the second transition color. Your second transition color is always going to be darker. So when you're going in for a darker shade, you still want to go with a big fluffy brush. So this is how I see it. So first transition color, lightest, biggest brush. Second transition color, it has to be a little bit darker, and the brush has to be a little bit smaller. Because you want to go, like ultimately your goal is to create this gradient. So you need to do it little by little, decreasing the brush size so you could see it a little bit more seamlessly. So the second transition color that I'm going to be using is also from the NYX Brights Palette. It's like this kind of like yellow-orange color. And I'm going in with a brush that's a little bit smaller than that first dense color that we had. And we're going to keep that a little bit closer to the crease area. And when you're doing this, make sure you have like a little mirror in front of you because you don't want to mess up on this. And you still want to keep this above the crease area. You want to avoid the lid space as much as possible, but you also don't want to ruin that first transition color that you originally had. So then my third transition color is going to be in orange color. So the third transition color that I'm going to be using is this Morphe 35W palette. And it's going to be this orange shade. I know it's very, very used. Whew. I've had my good run with it. It was one of my beginning palettes that I had, so I just still keep it around. But yeah, I'm going to go in with another brush that's even smaller, but we're still going to keep it above the lid space, kind of at more closer to the crease now. And remember, you want to do it softly, kind of just gliding the color on. We're going to start bringing that eyeshadow in right here, and we're also going to be bringing it from the inner corner. So we're going to start slowly bringing it in. Now for my last transition color, it's going to be a dark brown color. It's going to be from my Naked Basics palette in the color Faint. This is the original Naked Basics palette, and I had it since way back in the day, but I still really like these two shades. I hit pan on one of them. But yeah, I'm going to go in with the color Faint. It's this dark brown color, and with dark colors, you never ever ever want to go in with a lot on your brush. You really want to do everything very progressive, very slowly. So since this is a halo look, we're going to start focusing that more on the inner and outer corner. And then you bring it up a little bit to your crease, not to mess up any of the orange though. You want to keep it close. This is a very difficult color to blend in, so we really want that color to stay. So we're going to go in with some black eyeliner. This is just from Marc Jacobs. I think it's just the shade black. I don't know if it has a name. And we're going to focus that on the center of our eye. And then you can blend it in using like any like little brush. From there, you want to go back in with the brown color that you had with that brush. Just kind of like bring it back, diffuse any harsh lines. It's obviously going to have harsh lines still, but you know, worth a try. We're going to go in with the color Crave. You just want to go with a flat brush. I'm going to go in with a flat angled brush just to kind of have a little more precision. So now we're going to go back in with the color Brown again, and we're going to blend and diffuse all the black harsh lines. There we go. It's nice and blended, so you could leave it like this if you want to have a smoky eye, but I want to teach you guys how to make your own duochrome shades. So in order to do duochrome shades, you just place an eyeshadow, make sure it's nice and set, and then you're going to be going over it with pigments. Preferably, if you want to have a duochrome shade, I recommend going with 2 pigments, but you could still do it with a black shade under and 1 pigment, but I like the mix of these 2 colors together, so I'm going to be mixing both of these shades together. And with a flat brush, any flat brush, I'm just going to be using this one from Naked 3 palette. So after you have the color combination, you want to go in with a little bit more of the NYX Glitter Glue, and then put it on top of the black shadow. So if you find that you need a little more green or a little bit more blue, then you can just go and do that. But I'm liking the color combination here, so I'm just going to leave it. We're going to go back in with the brown transition shade that we had, and we're just going to blend that in. Also kind of dust it above this shade here. Let's bring back that yellow shade, so we're going to go back in with the NYX Brights Palette, and we're going to go in with that, like a mix of this yellow and this orange yellow, and we're just going to bring that color back, because it did kind of fade with all the transitions going on, so we definitely don't want to lose it, because it created like this nice look to it, so let's bring it back. I'm going to go in with a light brown. The light brown I'm going to be using is this one from the Morphe palette. This is the 35W, like I said before. And we're going to start bringing it back. And just creating a transition. Wherever you see that it could use a little bit more blending or a little bit more of one color, you just go back with it. And you just use the appropriate brush that you think will fit it well. But after everything is over, it's just kind of like doing the finishing touches. I'm just going to be using my Laura Geller highlighter again. I used it on my face, but I didn't put it on my eyes yet. I love this highlighter. It leaves like a wet shine look to it. It's just perfect. We're going to do the bottom lash line, and we're going to go in with this orange color and this yellow color. And we're going to do that as our first color that goes underneath our eyes. And for the bottom lash line, I'm going to be going in with the color Faint and just focus that on the outside corner and the bottom lash line. I'm going to be applying some eyeliner, and I'm not going to be doing winged eyeliner. I'm just going to be doing it close to the lash line. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. This one is great for wings, but I don't want smudgy eyeliner, so I'm just going to keep it very precise as well. Now we can move on to the lashes. So last thing I'm going to do is my brows. So let me stop recording. I always do mascara last. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I'm going to be coating a light amount to my top and bottom lashes. If you hear my sister singing, I'm sorry, she won't be quiet. I already told her to be quiet, so anyways. Thank you guys for sticking around, watching the whole video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know if I'm doing okay. It does literally nothing, but you know, it's still nice to know that you guys like the videos. It's just a little reminder that you guys are watching. Make sure if you haven't yet that you subscribe so you're notified with all my new videos. And yeah, all the products I have used for this video are going to be listed in the little description box below. If you have any further questions, you can ask in the comments. And yeah, if you want to keep up with me, just link your social media below and I'll follow you guys. I'll do whatever you want. Just give me your Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and we could link up. So yeah, until next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye guys!